Hi, you guys. I'm live. I might be kind of turned around because my camera on my phone is facing the opposite direction. So let me fix this real quick. There you go. How you doing? So today I wanted to talk about um, how women are changing the world. Let me look over here. Again, okay, we have changed the world so many times by what we will put up with, what we won't put up with, what we want, what we don't want. Um, how we respond to men, how we don't respond to men, how we dress, how we act. We change the world. Women change the culture. Okay, so that's why I made this video, because women are changing the world because of new standards. Now, it could be good or bad. Women can change the world in negative as well as positive ways. Okay, so for example, we can change the world by lowering our standards as well. We can change the world by increasing our standards, and it's actually more beneficial to us as well as future generations. Okay, so what I want to talk about is, thank you for helping me do this, because a lot of you ladies are actually helping other people, telling them that they need to raise their standards, sharing videos, doing your own videos, and making sure that women know that they don't have to accept what they're presented with if they don't want it. Okay, we don't have to we don't have to do all of that, because uh, society makes us feel like we have to, or the men that are around us makes us feel like we need to take subpar. We don't have to do that, not anymore. So never let anyone make you feel guilty for wanting more for yourself, for your kids, for your future, for your husband, or out of your husband. Don't make don't make yourself feel bad that you're not um, doing the things that people say you are supposed to be doing, because the only things you're supposed to be doing is what you choose to be doing. Okay, and if you choose not to do certain things that you're uncomfortable with, then you're choosing how your life goes. You're getting to create your life. You're able to have the type of life you actually want and enjoy. Okay, so don't let people tell you, oh, well, you need to do this and you need to help this person and you need to make sure you're being a good this, and that. The only thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is what makes you happy. Okay? So remember that. I'm just saying it because women have changed the world so much. You know, we influence children and men. We influence children and men. We drive consumerism. Without women, there is no market. There is no economy. We drive culture into YouTube. You're seeing BS anymore. Women are demanding that their man be a man. Blah blah blah. So, and a lot of men are also telling other men, look, these women don't want us like this. We need to do better. Look at everyone else around you. They're happy. They're married. Their stuff together. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with us? Okay. Um, so the best way to do this, ladies, is to start with yourself. Don't try to change that man. Don't try to change whoever. Change yourself. And men will follow. Men are supposed to be the leaders, and we're supposed to trust them because they're supposed to be a provider and a protector to us. But if they're not providing or protecting you, or both, their advice to you is not. Let me repeat that. If they're not able to do these things, if they're not doing these things for you, their advice is not for your benefit. Okay? So, if their advice is not for your benefit, make sure you don't take it into consideration. Okay? Because if you do, you're going to start second guessing yourself. You're going to start asking yourself, do I really deserve to have a decent life? You're going to start reasoning yourself out of your own happiness. You're going to be like, well, maybe if I struggle and he'll see that I'm worth it. You know, if you start doing all of that and making excuses for him, you've already fell for it. So don't even do it. If you're not happy already before you enter a relationship, you're not going to be happy in the relationship, period. So make sure you're putting yourself first. That way you are happy, okay? And you're not depending on that man to give you your happiness. You're depending on him to do what he's supposed to do, which is provide for you, protect you, comfort you, lead you into a more beneficial life, okay? If he can't do that, then you're not supposed to have his children. You're not supposed to spend too much time with him because he's wasting your time. You're supposed to upgrade and find someone better than him. You're not supposed to sit there and reason why you should stay. Because if everything else looks bad on paper, then you need to get up and go look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I deserve better and I'm going to go get it. Because most other women who live the life that you want to live did that. Okay? They already did it and they already know that they deserve better. They don't sit around accepting the least bit. They don't sit around saying, okay, well, I need to do this just because it's the right thing to do. No. They say, I'm sorry, you know, it's just not going to work out between us. It's just not going to work out. It's not you, it's me. You know, I need to go and, you know, take some classes and, you know, get myself together and kind of experience life on my own because, you know, it's just not the right time. You're a great guy and I will always be your friend. This is how women tell men you're not good enough for me in a nice way, okay? So let's remember we can still be nice, but break off from men who are unbeneficial, okay? Um, so men, if you're asking your woman to do anything for you financially, you are subpar. You're not even mediocre, okay? Because mediocre men can at least pay the whole bill. They might not have you in luxury vehicles. They might not have you at the finest restaurants, but everything is paid for, okay? So ladies, do not, I repeat, stop accepting subpar treatment unless you think you're subpar. And I don't think you do. I think you feel like you deserve more and you're just too embarrassed or ashamed to ask for it or to demand it or to expect it or to have a standard about it. You know, you're too, well, what if he leaves? Or what if no one wants to date me because they think I'm too much or my standards are too high? Or what if I end up alone? What if you end up with a man that pays every bill and takes care of you? Have you ever thought about that? What if you took all that money that you're paying a grown man to live with and put it towards yourself? What if you got your hair, nails, wardrobe, body, face, whatever together with all that extra cash? You know, what if you did that? What if you went and made sure that whenever you walked into a room that you looked beautiful, feminine, and men would rush to open the door for you or pick up something you dropped or talk to you or smile when you enter the room huge? Why wouldn't you want that kind of an entry? You know, if you don't have that type of entry, you need to start investing into yourselves more. I'm just saying. If men don't rush to open the door for you, you need to run and invest into yourself more and practice being feminine and ladylike and getting these men to do those type of things that they were inclined naturally to do around feminine women, okay? Now, if you're a masculine woman, you're very independent, you walk like you own the building, they're going to move out of your way so that you can get through and get to your business and take care of and handle it. You're too masculine for them to even want to do things for you because they already know you're going to look at them crazy or tell them, no, I got it. Okay? So if you want extra treatment, better treatment, above average treatment, make sure you're investing into yourself so that you can get it. Okay? Don't sit here and listen to weak men. Don't sit here and listen to subpar men tell you about the standards you need to have as a woman just so they can get half their bills paid as a grown man. Don't listen to those guys who are telling you this so that they can afford to move out of their parents' house. Okay? Listen to men who you would actually date. Listen to men who you would actually have a future with. Listen to men who are actually for your best interest. Okay? If they're insulting you in any way, stop listening. Why? Because what they're really doing is trying to bring you back down to their level so that they have a chance or so that they can feel less than subpar. They want to keep you on their level because if you are not on their level and you're above them, then they're going to have to do more to impress you, and they don't want to do that. Okay? They don't want to do that because if they wanted to do that in the first place, they would be doing it and they would be paying 100% of the bills, if that's what they really wanted to do. I also say that, a lot of ladies are in the comments saying, thank you for making these videos. Thank y'all for watching them and learning from them and teaching other people because I can't do it by myself. I really can't. It's going to take a whole lot of women to raise their standards to get men to stop being subpar. And a lot of the pick-me chicks are just afraid. They're afraid to lose the little man that they have, the subpar man that they have, so they jump on the team of the men just to keep their little subpar human, So those type of ladies have very little confidence in themselves and they're afraid to risk a dusty. I mean, have you ever looked in the mirror and said, oh my God, I have to save this relationship with this dusty? No. And the women who are doing that are basically just making it harder for their children, their daughters, and other women who are trying to get men to actually be men again, not subpar humans, okay? And when I say that, I mean doing the least amount necessary to actually survive or live, If that's the type of man you want, great. But that's not the type of man most women want. We don't, okay? So that's why I'm saying, in the long run, you're helping these men. You're going to help them. They're going to thank you later. They're going to be like, in 2014, Shira 7 started this YouTube channel, and she was telling guys and women and this and that they need to do this. And now, these guys are actually gentlemen again. They're actually above average now. They can actually impress any woman. And it's because the women stopped accepting what they were offering. Okay? So when a woman stops accepting what men are offering by any means, all women just stop accepting it, men have to change. They will just have to. They will have no choice. Or they might have to switch teams. Either way, they will change. That's why I target a lot of young women, because the men think they can just go get the young woman who's dumb and stupid and naive and doesn't know anything and run the game on them that doesn't work anymore on women their own age. But now y'all can't do that no more because we got YouTube. You know, now the young women are learning young and they don't want you either. Okay. So the women who are maybe charging for favors, you know, they're they're there for you. But if you're trying to get into a relationship, trying to get a wife, trying to seriously date anybody, you have to seriously, men, get yourselves together first. If men chased women like, no. If men chase money like they chase women, they wouldn't have to chase women. Women would be chasing them. Okay? So please, dudes, worry about your money. Go get a career. Stop looking for jobs. Stop getting in trouble. Stop getting records so that you could get a job or a career, or go to school for what you want and not be turned down because you have a record for what? Some stupid stuff. Okay? Stop fighting all the time. Stop um, doing all these stupid things that get you into trouble so that you can have a future. you know if if you're messing up and trying to blame stuff on everybody but yourself, then you are the problem. Okay? You must look at yourself first to fix yourself before you start blaming anything else. Okay? Now, oh, this is a dress. Thank you, though. You must take full responsibility of yourself. Okay? You can't get an assault charge with proof and pictures by someone framing you. Okay? I mean, of course you could, but if it's true, it's true. You can't get record for shoplifting or stealing or robbing if your fingerprints wasn't there and you ain't on camera. Okay? You can't get drug charges if they didn't catch you in the act. Okay? So stop doing all of that. Think about your future and the type of woman you're going to have to end up with if you have a record and can't get a career. Okay? Your mixtape ain't finna take off no time soon. You still got to fry that chicken at Popeyes. And you can't expect some woman to think you're all of that. I'm sorry. Okay? So get up and stop making excuses and go do something, man. If y'all were as adamant about trolling my videos, as finding a career and staying out, in and out of jail, y'all could have the life you want. Y'all could have the woman you want. Y'all could do all of that. But you don't. You want to stay here and make excuses. So if that's what y'all want to do, great. Y'all will just be the children of society in grown men's bodies. We don't want a child, okay? We'll play with you in high school and college, but after that, we done. We on to the next. And when you start becoming useless members of society, people stop caring about what happens to you. And I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Don't be mad. When you stop being useless members of society, people stop caring about you. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that. If you can't even take care of your woman and provide and protect your woman, what is your purpose in society besides frying Popeye's chicken and working at Taco Bell? What is your purpose? Because they got machines to do that now. Okay? And women can do that. So what is your purpose is what I'm asking. You can lift heavy stuff? Yes, thank you. But so can other men who protect and provide for their women. So what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way is don't complain when people aren't sad about your mistreatment, because a lot of men are not being useful in society, especially black men are not being useful in society. Many are. My husband is a black man. He's very useful in society. But then the other ones that are getting in trouble, having 5 kids by 5 different women, and um, begging single women to have their baby that they don't ever intend on taking care of, those are not really useless members of society. You know what I'm saying? They're just there, taking up space and eating up food. Okay? I said it. Quote me on it. I don't care. And it's not, it's just a very real observation. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm sorry if it was harsh, but it's a real observation. I don't feel like, I mean, that's why y'all don't get kidnapped. That's why a lot of people don't kidnap black people in general. Ain't nobody gonna pay your ransom, okay? Anyway. I better stop trolling before they cut me off. I'm sorry. This is satire. This is satire. I must put that in there. It's a satire. Okay, so it doesn't mean they can't become useless. I mean, useful. I mean, anybody can change, but they have to want to change, you know. Um, you know, people that have their testimony and they were a useless member of society, and then now they're author, writer, coach, life coach, you know, millionaire. They got it together, you know. So just because you're something right now doesn't mean you're always going to remain that. It can change. And women are the key. Women stop accepting that crap. Women make men look within to change so that they will be desired again, you know. Pygmies, please stop accepting these inboxes from these desperate dusties just because you feel bad about yourself. Go do something to feel good about yourself and you won't need them. Okay? Dusties are validating pygmies daily and they're keeping that cycle going. We don't want y'all no more in society. We want y'all to disappear. We want y'all to become productive members of society. Pygmy women, we want you to look good. We want you to have a man who wants to take care of you and provide for you. Dusties, we want you to be able to provide for these ladies and let them raise their own children and not have them out here working like a dog because you saw your mom working like that because she was a single parent and you think that's what women are supposed to do. That's not right. Okay? Y'all need to stop thinking like a single black mother and start thinking like a black man or a man, period. You know? Oops. Did I just say that? I'm serious. Every comment from these trolls on here sound like somebody's mama. Okay? I already have a mother and a father and a stepdaddy and another stepdaddy. My mom was marrying him, okay? I have 2 stepdaddies. I got 3 daddies. 4 now. So I think, how you doing? My mom wasn't finna work like a dog for, you know, she needed some help. She went and got it, okay? So, and she would not, my mom had them standards because she was raised Catholic, so she had the standards. She's like, you gotta have A, B, C, and D before you can get this. Okay? So, make sure you're not teaching your kids to continue a cycle of self-destruction. People say, oh, you're destroying the family. You're destroying the black family. No, I'm trying to strengthen it by hiring your standards. All y'all trying to do is keep it subpar. Okay? Subpar. That's what y'all want? That's it? That's all y'all want? That's it? You just want your dust and your pygmy That's all y'all want. Just to be happy and together until the man decide to leave. That's not a lot. And I wouldn't aspire to that, and I would never agree to that. I need more. Okay? Shira. They have fake black cards you can buy now online. Don't let that fool you. Okay. Mm, I seen them. You can buy a fake black card. You can put money on it too, and it looks just the same. If they can make fake Louis Vuitton, they can make fake black cards. Um, so don't go buy a card. Go buy if he can pay your bills. Okay. And a 30-year-old, if he does have money, he's not trying to pay for you. Okay. Not long term anyway. So get what you can get and move on to somebody older. uh, so why do black men blame the white man? Because it's a good, obvious choice. I don't know. I mean, they can't blame the Asian man. Okay. So y'all laughing, but I'm serious. Like, let me tell you why I don't think that we should blame anybody for anything, because we have free will and we don't have to abide by anyone's expectations or standards. We can actually, in this day and age, in 2018, we can actually start our own business. We can actually create a job and work it. We don't have to work for anybody. Okay? We can actually do things, but a lot of men and women are so programmed, they only think, I gotta find a job. I gotta find a job. I gotta find a job. They don't think anything else. They just think they gotta go work for the person that they feel is against them. Now, why would you do that? I don't know. But they think in programmed terms. Most people do. That's why we have a big workforce. Because most people would rather build up someone else's company than to start their own. No one is stopping you from saving your McDonald's check. No one is stopping you from investing. No one is telling you can't put this money in the savings account. No one is standing in your way and saying, nope, you can't do that. No one is doing that. No one is telling you to go spend your check on weed and drinks and belts that cost more than your rent. No one is telling you to do that. They're not saying you can't come put your money in this mutual fund. They're not saying you can't invest in real estate. Nobody is saying that to anybody, okay? Because they just not. What they're telling you is, you have a record. You can't work for me. I'm sorry. What they're telling you is, you don't have an education. You can't work for me. I'm sorry. What they're saying is, you don't care enough about yourself to better yourself, and I don't need you on my team. Okay? The same thing that the women need to be telling you. So if that's how you want to view it, as if they're keeping you down, great. But I see it as, you're not good enough to be on a team. That's what I'm saying. Of course, because you're not good enough to be on most people's team. Okay? You barely good enough to be on McDonald's team. And they hire anybody. Okay. So, if you're blaming other people for why you can't get ahead in the world, that's because you haven't come to the realization that you have to look at yourself and change yourself before anybody will see you as a good addition to their team, a good addition to benefit them. If you can't benefit, if you're more of a risk than a benefit, no one's going to hire you. No one's going to promote you if you coming into work late and half drunk every day. No one's going to do that. You smelling like weed walking in where weed's not legal, no one is going to give you that promotion. Okay? It's your fault. Hey, look, don't be hating on McDonald's. I used to work at McDonald's when I was 16, okay? I don't hate on McDonald's. McDonald's is a good organization for people who want a good job, or for people who want to work their way up to the management, hopefully owner one day. But you don't stay in the drive-through, okay? If you're working at McDonald's and that's all you can get, in 5 years you need to at least be a general manager. How you doing? Okay? Don't stay on fries. I mean, when I worked at McDonald's, they were trying to make me manager, and I was a teenager. It's like, oh, when you turn 18, we want you to be a manager. I'm like, when I turn 18, I'm up out of here. I'm not gonna stay here. Shoot, I got stuff to do. Um, y'all better be glad I stay here this long. Uh, McDonald's told me they didn't think I would stay there. LOL. Well, fast food restaurants have a high turnover, and so do any restaurant, because people don't stay there. They get in, they get their little cash, and they get out. Unless they're making that a career as a manager or trying to own one someday. When I was a teenager, I tried to work at Walmart. Walmart wouldn't work. Walmart would not hire me because they said that they make you take this test, and I answered too honestly, and I should have just lied. That's how I learned that you got to lie to get what you want in this world. Walmart taught me that. That personality test and that test, you got to lie to get what you want. Because, but I didn't work there. And thank goodness, because I got a really good job right after I got to work at a dentist office. So, yay! Up in a nice high-rise building, got free lunch every day, got to work around, businessmen. It was wonderful. Marcus G said he'll hire me. Wink, wink. Oh, thank you, thank you. If I ever need a job, I know where to go. And, I'm not just going to pick on the men. It's, most of it is the woman's fault for allowing men to remain subpar and still give them sex. Okay? It's mostly y'all's fault because y'all encourage it. If y'all said, nope, I'm sorry, you can't get no more this until you do something about that. Until you go get a real job. I'm sorry. Go buy you some lotion, go buy you some Kleenex, and don't come back here until you got something for me. Men will rush out to get jobs, rush out. I'm staying at home now. I can't get no trouble. I can't get no record. Shoot, the girl that I really like, she said, if I come back with a good job, she gonna give me some. But the sad thing is, they'll just go to a pick-me chick or someone who doesn't think too highly of themselves or someone super unattractive and tell them what they want to hear to get what they need to get. And then the cycle continues. So even if you ugly, even if you weigh 500 pounds, stop giving it up to these dusties at least. Okay? At least make them buy you something so they know they still gotta give something to get something. Okay. Okay. You can be an obese um Splendor baby. I'm gonna say Splendor because y'all know y'all ain't gonna ask for much, but you can at least ask for something, track phone or something. Okay. Okay, so y'all ask me some questions. How do you get your boyfriend to invest in you? Stop having sex with him and demand it. Okay. Do men really fake being poor to weed out the gold diggers? No, they really are poor. There you go. I have 4 kids and no help with them. Can you give me some advice? Can I still have a life? Yes, you can. Um, Stop having kids. Go get your tubes tied. Go get on birth control and raise them up. And when they get old enough to take care of themselves, then you can go get a life. But I'm not going to tell you to leave your 4 kids at home to go chase a man. Okay? Raise them up, get you a good paying job, get you some benefits so that they have medical care, get them in school, and then when you get a breather, when they're at school, when you can afford daycare, when they're at school, go date during the daytime, get you some lunch dates. Don't don't forget about them though, because they are your priority. But go get your tubes tied and go get on some birth control so you can stop. Because next year you might have 5 kids. In fact, I'm making a video now. It's in the making. It's called Go Get You Some Birth Control. Okay? And it's going to be a satire, comedy. If I get on a man, I got to get on the women too, y'all. I'm sorry, because half of it and most of it is because they allow those men to sleep with them, so they feel like it's okay to be subpar. Oh, I don't have to do nothing. I can still get some down the street from that pick me, you know. So men don't try to hide their income. I feel they do. They're not just going to come straight out and say, "Oh, I have all this money," unless they have that type of money to spend. If they're barely just making it, if their car note is above, what they can really afford comfortably and date, if their mortgage is high and they can't comfortably date, they're going to hide it. But if they got money for days, weeks, and months just flowing in continuously, they're going to flaunt it because that's what draws in the top quality woman. Not trying to hide what you got. That's just drawing in the average woman. Okay? So if a man wants an average woman, he don't have that type of money. Okay? So any man trying to hide money from you to see if you really like them for them is barely affording their luxuries, and they can't buy you any. Okay? So don't fall for that. Most men who have made it, they want to drive the sports car. They want to have the nice, big, huge estate, mansion, house, whatever. They want the bad chick woman, sexy woman on their arm. They want to go take you shopping so that you look just as good as they do. They don't want no average hood rat chick on their arm while they're keeping their money a secret and walking around with and not trying to look like, they're accomplished. That's the exact opposite of what a man would do. Okay, men have egos. They want to flaunt. Okay, but if they're scared you're getting ready to drain them of all their little money that they're barely starting to make, they're not going to show you what they got. Okay, if they got it for days, they're gonna be like, "Hey baby, where do you want to go for vacation? Where do you want to eat? Anything you want. Let's go shopping. You need some new shoes." They're not gonna hide it. Believe me. I would hide my money too if I didn't want to pay for someone because I have an expensive house or an expensive car to pay for and I don't have enough for all three. You, house, and car. I don't have enough for all of y'all. So y'all can't know what I got. But if I have enough for you, your mama, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your uncle, I'm showing it off. Okay? Yeah, I know women and sugar babies with 4 kids and all that stuff. But what I'm saying is make sure you're not adding number 5 to it unless the daddy has a lot of money. Okay? And yes. And that sugar daddy is not really trying to marry that woman either. He's just getting what he wants and getting out. Um, if you want to know what careers are high dollar careers, they have this thing called Google. You can Google that. All of this is rubbish talk, and no one is addressing the one issue: how to build a strong black family. A strong black man is how it begins. One who can provide and support a black family. Okay? So go get that together first, and then go find a woman to provide and support who can have kids, grow up in a nice, comfortable environment, and get to go to good schools and become educated and not have to struggle and not have to watch their mom work 2 jobs and struggle to do your job after you decide you couldn't afford it in the first place and you was trying to build a strong black family, but you forgot to build a foundation first. Okay? So please, that's how you do it. Stop looking for a woman to help you, Bob the Builder. You are supposed to be the owner of a construction company. You're not supposed to hire a woman to help you build. You're supposed to hire a man and another man and another man. You're supposed to be a boss. What happened? Okay? I don't want to help no grown, strong black man build nothing. That's your job. Okay? I'm sorry. I will never, ever, ever, ever. Now, if I thought I was a man and I wanted to switch genders, I might take you up on that, but I don't. Okay? So before you come back on my channel, go look in the mirror and ask yourself, why can't you be the foundation of a strong black family? Go ask yourself what's stopping you and what's keeping you from it. Okay? Yes, I have a black husband. Okay? People say, "Oh, you don't talk enough about this issue and da 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 da." Okay, well there it is. Y'all don't want to hear it though. Um, if you ignored advances from a guy you liked, but he was a dusty, but now he has made it, how do you get him to understand why? Some type of revenge, and they're not ever going to take you seriously. So you still act like you don't want them. Okay, you got to let them earn you and impress you like they should have been doing. Like money. Okay, you still got to treat them like a dusty until you're out of the woodwork, until they fall for you. Okay. uh, I reject a man who was a pharmacist and was short and weird looking. Now I regret it. Pharmacist, you know, they can slip you some drugs. I don't know about that. Unless he owned the pharmacy, I don't know. Um, what happened to the guy who was asking me about the building of the black family? He disappeared. Are you looking in the mirror right now? Asking yourself what happened? Oh wait, I see him. Okay, I will give you tips to get rich men, but you have to know that it takes hard work. Want to know? I already know. Don't settle for dusties. Go hang out where rich men hang out. They got to talk to somebody. If you there, that's who they gonna talk to. There you go. If you a woman and they're a man and you in the same environment, you sitting at the same table, bar, whatever, in the same spot, in the same vicinity, and there's no one else, they gonna look at you and say, let me go say hello, or let me go introduce myself, or oh, is that drink good? You know, they gotta talk to you if you're standing right in front of them. Okay, so that's how you get it. You go and you get in their face. Hello, how are you? So I feel like in this life you can either sit there and make a list of excuses, or you can sit there and make a list of goals to accomplish and start working on them. That's the only two choices you got. If you choose to do the list of excuses, that list gonna keep growing and growing, and nothing will ever get done ever. It's just the list gonna grow. At least the list with the goals will have some check marks on it, and you will be better off than you were before you started the list. And seriously, you guys, if I were a man, I would be ashamed. I would be embarrassed. I would feel emasculated if I had to go to my woman and ask her for anything except for what she's supposed to do for me as my woman, as a wife or girlfriend. If I have to ask her for anything, I'm going to ask somebody else before I ask her, that's for sure. I'm going to get a loan. I'm going to go get a second job. I'm going to ask my family members, but I will not ask her. And the fact that men are able to even do that tells me that they have no care. They don't care what they're perceived like anymore. They have not protected their reputation. That's one of the laws of power. Protect your reputation. Protect your reputation. Protect your reputation. Your all reputation are crap now. Your stereotype is set. You didn't protect your reputation. You know, so now you have to rebuild it from scratch. And in order to do that, you got to start making the correct decisions and choices in life. You can't just be mad and stomp away and say, well, I don't want to do it, or y'all just want too much, or it's not fair. You know, it don't matter. You still stereotyped. Your reputation is ruined, and you are treated as a subpar person, and nobody cares whether you live or die or what happens to you. Okay? So I'm protecting my reputation, and that starts with having standards for yourself. You know, if you 45 years old and you still punching the clock and taking a 30-minute lunch break, you need to go look in the mirror and figure out how you can do better. Okay? Sorry if I offended anyone, but sometimes y'all need to hear the truth. I mean, people can lie to you all day long and make you feel good about your poor life choice decisions. But at the end of the day, it's not going to help you. Oh, don't worry, it's going to get better. You doing the best you can. Oh, don't worry, blah, 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 blah. No, you can do better. You have potential that you're not tapping into. You're not using it. You don't care to use it. Nobody is making you use it. Nobody is having enough standards to even want you to get you to use it. So you don't use it. Okay? And people start seeing you as useless. And that is the goal. Okay? And ladies, watch out for emotional men. Okay? I was looking up, because y'all know I'm weird. I was looking up the men who murder the most, the serial killers, and the men who murder the most are cancers. One of the most emotional signs of the zodiac. They crazy and they will kill you because they're emotional and they can't control it. So stay away from emotional men. Okay. They went from number 10 to number 1. And of course, it went in order, and they went by serial killers and how often they killed, if they killed a bunch of people, or if they just killed, or if they just were the most serial killers. So the people that killed the most people as a serial killer, the number 1 was a Capricorn, because they had goals. Y'all know Capricorns are serious about their work. So if you're going to be a serial killer, be a serial killer. Okay. So they killed the most as far as numbers. But the cancers killed the most often. Okay. So make sure y'all stay away from emotional water sign men who are not in control of their emotions. If you find a water sign who is in control of his emotions, and he has done the self-work, and he is disciplined, and he is a provider, and he has his life in order, and he is a balanced person, wonderful. But most people have not gotten there yet. So watch out. O.J. Simpson is a Cancer. Somebody said. Number 7 on the list is a Pisces. And they are the most violent of the serial killer. And I'm a Pisces. Y'all know. They don't care. They go all the way. Aquarius is the least. Like, Aquarius is the furthest from, like, they're the last on the list. They kill the least. So, but y'all can look that up. Y'all can Google it. I Googled it. I think it's Zodiac signs of serial killers, or something like that. It'll pop up. You just go through them and look the one you want to look at. Cancer women are fine. They're just very emotional. And once you get control of your emotions, you're good. But most people never do, because they don't see it as a problem until it's too late. But it's not even a problem. It's self-control and self-discipline, thinking ahead before you act. It's things like that. It's being balanced in your mind. So if you use your zodiac sign as an excuse to overreact, you're really not in control of it, or you're using it as a way to be, scapegoat. But you can really control it. But y'all can go look that up. I'm not going to answer 1,000 zodiac questions. Okay. Oh, Sagittarius. I'll answer this one last one because my husband's a Sagittarius. It was number 3. So watch out. I asked James, because James used to be in the army. I said, James, you ever killed a man before with your bare hand? He wouldn't answer. Was you in the war? He said he never had to go to war. Good. But he's a trained. He said he was a trained sniper or something. I don't know. Like one time we were at my mom's property, and my brother had his BB gun and the bow and arrows, and they were like the kids were practicing, and I said, James, let me see what you can do. He shot bullseye. I'm like, I know you lying. Okay, okay, marksman. He said, oh, I was a marksman. I'm like, oh God. That's, you better get a shotgun so you don't miss. That's what somebody told me. You better get a shotgun so you don't miss. But yeah, I was impressed. I never like he don't tell me everything. He's like, oh yeah, I was a marksman. Oh okay. He's like bullseye. I'm like, you still can see. So you never know. And then he watches Forensic Files a lot. So Layla's like, you, Daddy, why you always watching Forensic Files and Criminal Minds and stuff? You trying to kill us? Like we joke around. Like our family jokes. I say, don't worry, he always fall asleep right in the middle of it, so he'll never know, why the people got caught anyway. He probably make a mistake. So our family jokes around. We know he's old, I'm young. The kids know we joke around. In fact, that's how I get most of my things with my sense of humor. Like, ladies, if you want to ask for something, you need to have a sense of humor about it. Like, for real. Because laughter raises your vibration. It makes people happy to be around you. And most likely, you're going to get a yes for whatever you're asking for. So, take notes. Yeah. Where did I get this dress from? Probably TJ Maxx or something like that. It's like it comes like right below the knee, and it has like a mid sleeve. You can try TJ Maxx or Ross or someplace like that. One of those little discount stores. Um, I like I like to go buy a lot of dresses for springtime because it's easy. You just slip it on. It's not hot. You don't have to put five things together. It's just one piece. You in and you out. It's quick and it looks pulled together, feminine, and people open doors for you when you wear dresses and heels, or even sandals, but nice, dresses. Um, I'm waiting for your diet tips. I was watching one. All I did is start walking on a treadmill. I really I really didn't change too much. I just started walking on a treadmill for maybe 4 to 5 miles a day, but that's it. I still eat food. I still go out to eat. Yes, I look younger. Thank you. Pick me shop at TJ Maxx. I shop everywhere, so whatever. I shop online, TJ Maxx, Ross, Neiman's, Saks Off, J. Crew Factory, Gap, Gap Outlet. I shop everywhere. I'm shopping wherever I see something I like. Okay. How you doing? I would like you to give some more. Okay, TJ Maxx has some nice stuff. Yes, they do. Smart people shop at TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is right next to Ulta Beauty, which is right next to Five Below, which is right next to Bath and Body Works, which is right next door to Target. I go to all those stores. I just hit them all. I don't discriminate on where I shop. Okay. How long? How? Oh, I like how you say it takes a smart woman to have the man take care of the bills. I'm working on that goal. Yeah. It is. You know, you got to be smart, strategic. You got to have that mentality and mentalism down. Okay? You can be book smart, but if you can't apply certain knowledge to get what you want in life, you might as well just keep on memorizing stuff and spitting it out and repeating it and getting paid for it, and then paying half the bills. Or you could use it to improve your life and not even have to do anything. Okay. I told James, like, I said, I studied hypnosis, right? And that's why you do everything for me. I hypnotized you. I and he just looked at me like, and that was right after we had watched Get Out. I'd be messing with him. But that's my sense of humor. So he don't know if I'm telling truth or lying. The honesty sandwich. And I think that makes it even more attractive because he don't know. He's still thinking about it too. I said, remember I was always drinking tea? I got them teacups. I just mess with his mind though. It keeps him on his toes. Did I grow to love my husband? Yes, I did. I mean, how can you not love someone that takes care of you your entire life, your children, their entire life, and still gives you gifts, takes you on trips, um, and all that? How can you not love someone like that? Who makes you a priority, who comes home every night? How can you not? Um, where can I study hypnosis too? On where everybody else studies everything else? Online? Or you can get a book. There's so many videos on YouTube. Like, seriously, women are more attracted to providers than any other type of man. Okay? So, if you're not in love with him at first, you will be later on. That's all I'm saying. You ain't gonna let somebody else get him. That's for sure. You're gonna be like Beyonce. You're not gonna be rocking chinchilla coats and take everything I own. Why wouldn't Walmart hire me? Because I was too honest on the little test. Okay, there's that question where if you saw another employee stealing, would you tell them to put it back, tell a manager, or do nothing at all? I said I would tell them to put it back or do nothing at all. I'm not no snitch. Okay. Snitches get stitches, baby. Exactly. That wasn't an option, Raven Priestess. If you worked at Walmart and saw someone stealing, that you would blackmail them for money. Yeah, I would have done that too. But that wasn't an option. It was like multiple choice. Like, girl, put that back. Or get one for me too. I don't know. Get two or put it back. Meet me outside. um, how old were you when you got married to Jane? I was 26. Um, so, hey, I'm honest. I'm trying to be honest with my past. Walmart just said you don't. We don't trust you as well as they should have. um, yeah, I met when I was 22. Met him when I was 22. Does online dating work? My best friend married a man she met online, and they've been married since 2001. And they're still married. It can work. A lot of people get married after they meet online. What site? Well, I really, I think it was old. It was 2001. What site was there? I don't even know. She probably met him on AOL in a chat room. I don't know. Um, MySpace. No, they met before MySpace. If your husband is always saying get a job, then says don't get a job, what should you do? If he says I prefer you to stay at home with the kids, what should you do? Um, get super sexy, get dressed up like you finna go meet another man, but wear a job appropriate interview outfit, like a cute dress like this that's kind of form fitting but not too tight, and put your heels on, put your best makeup on, put your best perfume on, get your nails done, hair done, get some lashes on, and say you finna go on a job interview at, and name a really nice place that has a lot of rich men that go there. Okay? He will tell you to stay yourself home. Or he will pray you don't get that job. Okay? Or name a place where, oh, I applied online and this guy needs a personal assistant, or this guy needs a receptionist at his doctor's office, or he need this, this dentist wants a assistant, just someone to file paperwork and things like that. He's gonna tell you to stay home. Okay, how you doing? Uh, because he already know what's gonna happen. You getting ready to go date while you get paid, basically. That's why I say, ladies, keep your looks up while you're married. Keep your looks up while you're dating long term. Because if you don't want to work, you don't have to work. All you got to do is have that fake interview at that surgeon's office, that doctor's office, that dentist office, that lawyer's office. Go dressed very nice. Tell him it's in a nice part of town. Oh, I really hope I get this job. He's going to be like, oh, hell no. Go stay home. Okay? Remember, think about their worst nightmare and then go do it. If you don't want to work, say, what would really make my husband tell me not to work? If I was working for a handsome, rich surgeon all day long, looking this good, no kids around to distract me, somebody got to take me to lunch. Guess what? I won't have to work. And if he sends you out to go work with a rich surgeon on the nice part of town looking that good, he really needs your money, and you really need to get that surgeon for real and dump his dusty butt. How many kids you have? I have 2 kids. They're both by my husband, who I had after marriage. Okay? After a whole year of being married, I finally decided, let's have a kid. Are you married because you know so much? I'm married because I didn't want to work or date Dusties. Okay? That's why I got married. I'm being honest. If that, you know what? When I was with James, I didn't work while I was even dating him. Okay, he was taking care of everything still. I didn't work while I was dating James. The night that I met James, I was on my way to work, and after that night, I never went back to work ever, unless it was like a part-time um, thing that I was doing for culinary school to get my degree. You have to work in a restaurant for like a couple weeks and get some paperwork signed. But that was basically it. Okay. And it was his friend's restaurant. His friend owned a restaurant. So, of course, I got the job. And I could come in late and I was drinking at the same time I was cooking because there was a bar. It was fun. And they had live music too. So it was like being out, basically. Um, how much was James making when you met him? I don't know because he never really told me the amount, but I saw his car and where he lived and what he was giving me and that he was paying all my bills. At 22, if a man is doing all of that, you're going to date him. Okay? So I don't care. But when I got a little bit older, I started asking. I started looking at his paychecks and emails and stubs and stuff like that. But he was making a pretty good amount of money. He owned his own company and he had lots of clients from all over the world. He worked in a technology, oil and gas business. So we live in Houston, so it's a big business. So he was making enough to handle me. Okay. Okay. You are paying attention. Oh, solo TV. Are you paying attention? Yeah. Y'all trolling him. Shira, do you believe marriage is predestined or you can attract the husband you want? I don't believe in predestined nothing unless you manifest it. Okay? If you accept what life gives you versus manifesting what you want, creating what you want, making standards to get what you want, that's the difference. Okay? If you take anything that comes your way, that's different than saying this is what I want and I don't want nothing else and this is what I want. What's predestined is your choice to decide to take something that life gives you or create the life you want. That's how I did it. I didn't take what was given. I said, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is not what, I'm not going to take this. I want this. How do I ask my husband for money? I make sure he has a direct deposit every month into my account. So I don't have to. Every time he get paid, I get paid. There you go. I got it done efficiently and professionally. Direct deposit. Okay. You know, when you work somewhere, you can have a certain amount of your check go into different accounts. You just put my account number on there. That's how you do it. Okay. Why? Because it saves you the trouble of arguing about money. It saves you, why do you need this money? It saves you, if I don't have it, let me go to the ATM. It saves you, well, I'll do it tomorrow. It saves you from, well, excuses. Look, you get paid, I get paid. We get paid. Okay? That's what I tell women to do. Go get you your own account and have that man put direct deposit from his paycheck. Put your account number on it at a certain amount every month on the same day. That's how you do that. And that way, you never have to ask for money. You don't have to talk about money. You don't have to do anything. You know, just put it on there. I was a mortician. The night I met James, that's when I quit. How you doing? But I haven't worked since. Shira, why do men cheat? Because they can? So I'm just answering people's questions right now. I've already, the first, what, 15 minutes of the video is the meat. Now I'm just answering people's questions. Yep. How do I make a man want to see me again after turning down an invitation to go with him to his house right after this first date? Realize that he never saw you as long-term potential and that he just wanted to sleep with you, and that if he wanted to see you again and if he respected you, he wouldn't have asked you to go to his house after the first date. He sees you as sexual only. Okay. So if I were you and I wanted another chance with him, which I wouldn't, um, a lot of these men view you as someone just to sleep with. So I don't think I would give him another chance. I would just be like, oh, thanks for the food. If he's calling you and apologizing and saying, will you go out to dinner with me again? That's different. If he's not calling you and he's done with you because you wouldn't go home and sleep with him, he didn't want you in the first place except only to sleep with you. So move on and find a different person. Okay. Does my husband cheat? Unless he's cheating at work during the daytime, he's home every night. So I don't know. I don't spy on him. I hardly call him. How to avoid dusties online based upon first glance. A lot of them lie. Uh Best way is to ask him what he does for a living. Then go ask him what he does for a living. And if he says something grand, just like, oh wow, then you're gonna take me. You must gonna surprise me and take me to a really nice restaurant. And he'll be like, oh, nope. Hi, Shira. Can I skip the getting the dusties out of your system stage? I come from a long line of women who have fallen for them, and I don't want to be next. Okay. If you have never fallen in love, let's just say if you've never been in love, you need to go experience that first. They don't have to be a dusty, but go get in love first before you start, really trying to get somebody for their money. Because usually the first love of a woman is not going to be the first love of that man. You're going to like him way more than he likes you, blah, 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 blah. Get that out of the way. Date a couple people. Then when you understand how men operate and your emotions are together and you're no longer looking for this magical twin flame soulmate, and um, other things are more important than this fantasy, then you're ready. Okay. But you can still date men with money. Who makes the choice of the first date, restaurant, or activity? um if whoever's paying for it. If the man is a gentleman, he will ask you where you want to go. If he's ultra masculine and wants to impress you, he's going to pick the restaurant, and hopefully you've never been there before. Sure, do you think we should be sexually submissive if a man provides for you fully? Mm-mm. Giving it up too much makes him pull back. Hell no. You take charge of that, but use sense of humor. Tell him what you gonna do. How to change your image to man to level up. Join my level up group on Facebook with all the other women who are doing the same thing. You'll be inspired. You get to see pictures of them. You can ask them questions, how to better what you got, how to better improve yourself. It's fun. Oh, and a lot of you ladies, if y'all are messaging me on Facebook right now, I've been banned for 24 hours. So I can't get back with you right away. Um, in fact, I'm supposed to be doing a consultation right now, which I can't because it was supposed to be on Facebook online. I'm so sorry. I called someone, well, I was describing someone, and Facebook felt that it was bullying, but I was just being very descriptive of a person, and they didn't like it, so they banned. Somebody reported me, y'all, a hater. So I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. But if you're not on Facebook, watch the videos. You can go, if you want to find my Facebook page, go to my channel, my YouTube channel page. There's a little Facebook icon to the right. Click on that. Message me. I have 99 plus messages right now that I can see, but I can't check any. I can't answer any of them because Facebook won't let me. Oh, my book. Yeah, if you want to level up, ladies, and you can't, and you don't have Facebook, you could get my book. It's an ebook on Amazon. It's called Too Pretty to Work. You could download that. It's short. It's really short and to the point, like quick. It's gonna give you a guide, things to do, what not to do. I'm not telling y'all my life story in it. I'm not being super extra descriptive and trying to be some type of, novelist. It's quick, straight to the point, get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? So you can go purchase it if you like. Too Pretty to Work by Shira7. In fact, if you go to my channel page, I think I'm advertising it. Maybe. I don't remember. But it's on Amazon. Just type it in the Amazon search bar. Shira, how to level up when the guy know you as a pick-me-up woman. Aim for different men who don't know. Thank you, Queen. She said I was a genius. Thank you. How do you get your boyfriend to chase you again like he did in the beginning of the relationship? Pretend you're getting ready to leave him and upgrade on him, start dressing up, leaving the house, and looking good when you go to the grocery store. Start leveling up, and don't seek attention from him. Let him chase you. Okay? You got to get his attention. This stuff is in my book. Y'all want it. Like, I took a lot of the things that people ask and I put it in the book and I explain it in detail. Shira, so this advice only applies as either or. Either a man that loves you or a man that gives up a lot of money for you. The man will not be both with these tactics. A man who loves you will give you money. Okay? A man who loves you will give you money. A man who doesn't love you will not give you money. It's common sense. Okay? If James don't love me, then he's super crazy because he has been taking care of me since I was 22 years old, paying all the bills, buying me cars and house. If he don't love me, something wrong with him. Okay? He's a sadist, a masochist, or whatever. Oh, just go to Amazon.com and type in "too pretty to pay bills" and click that search magnifying glass, and it's gonna pop up. It's got a pink cover, hot pink, so you know it's me. And it says Shira 7 by Shira 7. Sorry I didn't put the link because I'm on my phone. It's hard to put links and stuff until after. Um, Maybe I'll put it in the. Let me put it in the comments. Let's see what Amazon. That's all you gotta do. Too pretty to pay bills. Bam, pops right up. First thing that comes up. Copy address link. Get on computer and paste. Bam. There you go. Okay. It's in there. I'll keep putting it in. I'll keep copying it and pasting it every few minutes. My boyfriend thinks I'm cheating on him and thinks I love being in different guys' faces. How could I use that against him to gain leverage in the relationship? If you have a jealous boyfriend and he's not paying all your bills, he don't need to be your boyfriend. And he don't have room or a reason to even be jealous. Okay? So tell him you need to pay all my bills and I'll stay home and stop going out. My sugar daddy told me to send him links to the things I want. When I hit him up with a link to a $300 dress, he told me he loved it and told me to buy it for myself with my allowance. What the F, Shira? I would have said, oh, I thought you wanted to buy it for me. I'm sorry. Was I mistaken? My allowance is to pay my necessities. This is just a want. You said want. I don't need this dress. I look good in anything. I said, and then I would say, if you want to buy it for me, you know what I want. Then leave the ball in his court. Okay. And don't buy it. Now he got something to impress you with. Okay, I can't read some of these problems. They're too long. Um, Shira, my husband pays all the bills, but he doesn't give me money. Should I find a part-time job or have a secret sugar daddy? No, you go and um, when your husband doesn't give you spending cash, that is a form of spousal. See what you can legally do about it. Let him know that it's spousal abuse and that if you've been married for a certain amount of time and you have a record of plus something else, if you got kids, child support. So make sure you do your research. That's something you got to be smart to get everything paid. You got to be smart to get paid in this world, even if it's getting money from a man. You gotta know your stuff. Okay, go look online and look up spousal abuse in the form of uh, not giving your wife money. Let me look it up for you. Spousal abuse when husband does not give wife any money. How you doing? Okay, yes. Financial abuse, that's what it's called. How you doing? Mhm. So, yep. Are you a victim of financial abuse or violence? Yep. Say, what do you do about it? Stop having sex with them. Tell them every time you want some sex, give me some money. There you go. That's one way to get it, or you can get it the other way by filing a report. Take them to court. Don't get mad. It's true. Go look it up online. See? You could Google that. Like, there's so many links to go look at. Partner spousal abuse. The warning signs of financial abuse. 9 signs your spouse is financially a financial bully. I'll take care of the bills. The slippery slope into financial abuse. Financial abuse. How to tell if your partner is a money bully. When money becomes a form of power and control, it is considered abuse, and you can get paid or charge him for sex. There you go. Just print all your stuff up. Have your information. Say you already talked to a lawyer, and if you don't give me this much amount of money every month on time, same day, that I can file something against you. And until you start giving me any type of money, you cut off. I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. You ain't getting none of this. Let's do that. That's how you do it. If you want some, he gonna have to give some. That's how it is. If he want to divorce you, you could get paid alimony for financial abuse. So go ahead, divorce me. I'm still gonna get paid. Get paid more than I was when I was married to you. So go ahead, go do what you gotta do. That's what I would say. You gotta be smart to get paid. Seriously. You don't even have to leave your house to get paid. You just gotta be smart. Know how to use Google and have some guts. Know the law. It's like, oh, and since I don't work and I don't have no money, you have to pay for 2 divorce lawyers, court fees, child support for however many kids we got, alimony. Then I might start suffering from PTSD syndrome and file some civil court on you after we divorced. See what else I can figure out. You know? I'm going to make up stories to tell in court. I'm going to make up all this. My baby needed medicine, but my husband don't give me no money. So my child got sicker and sicker, and then we had to take him to emergency room because I couldn't buy fever reducer because my husband was not giving me any cash. This is a form of financial abuse and child abuse, neglect. Girl, make up some stories. Start crying. You good. I had to use toilet paper because he didn't buy me tampons. Oh my God. And you still with him? I hope you left. And left with something. And tore up his car and all that other stuff. Okay? I've gotten some women who've told me the worst thing they have did to their man. And I'm laughing. I'm like, car, tires, friends' tires, so the friends couldn't come pick him up. Everybody, like, all their friends' tires was gone. So he couldn't call nobody to come help him. Crazy. Change the world. Yes. Change the world. Change the way men treat you. Change how, change your standards so you can get what you want instead of settling for subpar men. If you settle for subpar men, they will not get any better. They will get worse and worse. And then you're going to have below par, below sub. You're going to have subconscious men. They ain't even gonna have to talk anymore. Okay? So they're just gonna do sign language. Okay? So please, they won't even have to talk anymore. They'll just, they're devolving. You're helping men devolve by having no standards. You want to help men evolve? Have some standards. Make them go do something, get something, bring it back to you, prove that they can provide for you and that they deserve to be in your presence. You want to evolve a man, that's what you need to go do. You don't need to open your legs up to a dusty and say, come on, let's try for baby number 8. Okay? You don't need to do that. You need to close your legs and say, stop. Unless you can impress me and take me on a proper date and court me and show me that you want to impress me and that you're a good enough provider for me to take you seriously enough to go out and waste my time on a date with you, as far as any type of long-term situation, I'm gonna need you to go and better yourself. If you can't do that, stop wasting my time. Sharkeisha is right down the street, and it's a line of dudes right outside her house because she has no standards. Okay? Don't waste my time. Start saying that to men, and that line at Sharkeisha's house is gonna get longer and longer. You know, this is community P. I don't like community P. I want exclusive P. I'm gonna get me a job. I'm gonna go back to school. I don't want to be doing it behind Pookie and Ray Ray. Shoot. Okay? You like community P? Great. Don't do nothing about it. You want exclusive P? You got to become exclusive. Here you go. Go get a line over there at Sharkeisha house. You know, she do consultations too. She's, you know, she got Ray Ray at 5, Pookie at 4, you at 6. She got to take a shower in between. You can't, you know. She does 2, take a shower, does another 2, take another shower. Okay. Okay. So y'all can laugh if you want to, but that's the truth. Y'all know that's how it goes down. Y'all don't see the line, but there's a trail in the grass. Okay. They have times to show up, so there's not really a line because they go by appointments. Can you explain how to sandwich lie, please? Oh, it's called the honesty sandwich. You mix lies with the truth so that they don't know you're lying. Okay? You say, "Oh, I'm really into honesty. I do not play when it comes to telling the truth." Like, that's the one thing I can't stand in a relationship is a liar. I'm always going to be upfront with you. I'm always going to be honest with you and tell you the truth, and I would hope that you would do the same. Are we on the same page? Then you lied to him. You know what? Just because I feel so open and honest with you, I feel like I can be vulnerable with you. And it takes a lot, you know, for me to come and ask you this, but do you think that you could help me out? You know, I need I need new tires on my car. They're bald. I don't want to drive around and skid around the road. It's unsafe. And if I'm going to be driving to your house and seeing you and things like that, I want to feel safe, baby. My tires are a little bit expensive, so being honest and humble with you, I would really just you know love it if you would help me out with this. Sure, baby, I'll give you whatever you want. Da, da, da. Thank you. You don't need new tires. You need to go shopping. So you got about $700 in your pocket. If your tires are expensive, lie. Get a fake estimate online. Go shopping, pay your little bills. Go get your hair, whatever done. Okay. Then honesty sandwich. Get what you want, and he thinks you're being 100%. Look him in the eye. I'm just honest. I'm an honest person. And then, like, whenever you see a situation, say, she needs to tell him the truth. Like, be a stickler for honesty whenever you get an opportunity. So he never will think you're lying. That's an honesty sandwich. People are saying, be careful, be careful. Men lie every day. Nobody tells men to be careful. Women are more dangerous. Emotional women are more dangerous. Okay? Y'all be careful. Okay? Because we going to take all y'all money and hurt you. Women hurt men all the time. They just hurt them in different ways. Y'all be careful. Okay? Um, and y'all know when guys start insulting you and saying, "Oh, I can get a better looking woman than you and not have to pay da 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 da," great, go get her. That means there's a line behind you and in front of you too. If you can go get a better looking woman and don't have to do nothing, then so can the next dude and the next dude and the next dude. That you got community P. Okay? I'm sure she's benefiting in some way, but if you can do it, go do it. No one is stopping you, but you're not the only one. If he's ugly, then the woman will take his money and cheat on him. Go on, LL. Well, if he is her main source of income and she wants to keep that money coming in, she's gonna behave and hopefully not get caught, or just behave and not have to do anything. Focus on what she needs to focus on. um. So, if I was a man, I would marry you. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Let me tell you something, black man. Do not blame white men. We blame the American government corrupted system. Why do you depend on a system? I don't depend on American government corrupted system. I depend on myself and what I want in my life. I don't base what I'm trying to do on who's the president. I don't base on what I'm trying to do about what the government is doing. As long as what you're doing is legal, you can go do it. Okay? That's just another scapegoat to me. Okay? Just like Facebook blocked me and I can't go live on my other YouTube channel, I found a way to make more money by their block. Okay? Why? Because I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim and I don't think like a victim. I see it as a challenge. Okay. I can't go live no more. I go live in my group. All right. I'm going to charge for my group. Okay. Make more money that way anyway. There you go. I don't look at the problem and say, oh, it's corrupt. YouTube sucks. Oh, they're blocking me. They're censoring me. Yeah, I said that, but I found a way to get around it. Oh, Facebook blocked me for 2 days. I got a vacation. Okay, thank you. I went shopping, did my hair, got this, uh, went out to eat. Great, I'm good. I have an alias Facebook anyway that I could get on at any time. So don't use that as an excuse. You look weak. You just look weak. Yes, the government is corrupt. So most people are corrupt. That's why you don't need to be dependent on it. Okay? Go get your own thing. Go do your own thing. Figure out a way around it. Just like in the Jay-Z video, build tunnels up under you. Like the song Otis. You know, build the tunnels. Fly over the wall. Build the tunnels, fly over the wall. Get it how you need to get it. Okay? Don't just sit there and look at it and complain about it. Do something about it. It's not the problem, it's just a distraction. You the problem. Okay? Like, y'all should go read Your Right to Be Rich by Napoleon Hill, or Think and Become Rich by Napoleon Hill. That's what y'all need to go read. Because y'all sitting there looking for stuff to blame of why you can't do nothing with your life. Okay? You can get somebody from a third world country to come over here with barely anything and then own 5 businesses in 5 years. And this ain't even their country. But you sitting over here talking about the government. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bye. Don't believe that. Yep. Think and Grow Rich is free and on audiobook on YouTube. You don't even have to read it. Listen to it. Men don't need EBT. What welfare and EBT will hurt the most is the black woman. Well, they wouldn't need it if the men would stay and raise their kids, or stop making them, or stop having kids if they can't afford a kid. Even Michael Jackson said it. If you don't have a baby, if you can't feed your baby, don't have a baby. And don't think maybe if you can't feed your baby. You'll be always crying. Stop that child from crying. Hustling, stealing, lying. So you just want to be starting something. You gotta be starting something. You can't be making excuses. You need to start something. Start a business. Start a better career. Start going to school. Start doing something. Don't just sit there and be looking for somebody to point the finger to. Yeah, okay. EBT is taking care of the kids y'all left. How you doing? If you can't do it, somebody else will. If you don't want the government taking care of your kids and your woman, then stay your butt home. Stop getting Tarkeisha and them pregnant. Okay? Sharkeisha is not my lover. She just a girl who claims that you are the one. But the DNA said the kid is your son. Um, Now, if Sharkeisha had standards, men would have standards for themselves, because we got to have standards to make sure they have standards. And then once they got standards, they're going to give us standards. You know what I'm saying? So it works both ways, but they got to get they got to get it together first. Shira, would you consider dating a Caucasian man if you were not married, or is this? I have dated a lot of different races. Okay, I tried to date every race before I got married, so I could experience it. Um, Yep. I date any race. Don't even matter. As long as their money green, I don't care what color they look like. Okay. I've dated an Asian guy. Dated Asian, Indian, Native American, Filipino, Trinidadian Indian, black, white, Latino. I got that in at the very end. Okay. Uh, Lebanese, German, European, uh, Australian. Even got I even got down under. Uh, any Puerto Ricans, Shira? Mm, yeah, they were half Puerto Rican, like me. They was me, basically. But, um, I think I can't remember. Mm, yeah, that's it. I tried to mix it up. The United Nations, I sure did. That way I know what I was gonna be missing if I experienced it. It's like, okay, let me see what it's like. African, an African, the African too. uh, the best experience. Okay, I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you guys about the different races. I did date a white guy, a couple of them. They were. It was culturally a little bit disappointing culturally because lack of knowledge on certain things, and it was a little bit offensive to me. And I was like, because I have a mouth, okay, so couldn't do that, not for very long. Anyway, I would get in and get out. Indian dude from Trinidad looked like Michael Jackson, so you know what that was about. He got in and got out. Okay. Um, from the Thriller era. Uh, um, the Filipino dude. No, he was just nice. He was cute too. Um, the Australian dude, blonde, tall, had that accent, looking like that chef dude that finds women in the grocery store. Um, that old show on Food Network, y'all know. The African guy was really tall. Ooh, that yes. He was nice. He was too nice. Then y'all see how bad I was. Mm, the dude from Germany, he was like mixed with Creole. This was a weird combination. His daddy was Creole from Louisiana, and his mom was white from Germany, and he lived in Germany because I guess the dude got her pregnant when they was overseas in the military, and he came to America. He looked like Eminem. That didn't work out because he didn't have no money. Um, going through my history, I'm just telling y'all about the different races. I couldn't stay with him because he was not hygienic. I guess European men are not as hygienic. I don't know. Just that, um, what do I feel is the role of a wife, of the wife? To make the husband happy when he comes home, he got something good to look at, a mother he could trust around his kids, someone that he actually wants to provide for, someone who will listen to him and make him feel like a man even when nobody else will, and someone who will make sure that he stays doing what he needs to be doing. Someone who won't let you slip and regress, but only push you and tell you, you got this, you can do better than that. Oh yes, I can see you. You know, you're gonna be the owner in 5 years. Oh yeah, you know, somebody to encourage you to want more for your life so the family can have more. Not someone who's competitive and saying, oh, I bet I can get my raise before you, or my boss at work says I'm this, and that, and oh, I got a raise, and you haven't gotten a raise yet. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, I can't watch the kids tonight because I have a meeting. Oh, they're just gonna have to go to the nannies or the daycare. Oh, I don't know if they ate or not. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what their favorite songs and colors are. Just ask them. I don't know. If you're trying to buy gifts, I don't know what size they wear. Just ask the nanny. You know, they don't want that. They want an involved woman who can make a beautiful home with what he brings to it, who can make him feel good, who can listen to him and encourage him to make him want to be the best version of himself, and someone he's proud to take out in public. Okay, someone who turns him on, basically. The fantasy. And then when he goes to work, you can go back to doing whatever you need to do. Just act when he get home. When he's not home, do what you need to do. A relationship should cause both people to grow. Yeah, the woman will grow because you don't have to go and work for somebody else. She can learn how to do whatever she wants to do in that time that she's at home. She can grow spiritually, mentally. She can read. She can learn how to start her own business online. She can learn how to do stuff with the kids, get them into sports, make sure they're happy. She can learn how to make videos on YouTube. How you doing? She can sleep all day if she want. It's up to her. Thank you. She don't have to stress out and go to work to please one man and come home and try to please another man and her kids. She don't gotta do all of that. She'll stay more youthful than someone who's out there stressing, trying to do too much. She'll be happy to see you. She'll actually have time to miss you when you're at work. I don't smoke weed. Never, like, I have in the past. I don't smoke weed. Like, who does that at my age that considers themselves classy? I don't know. Shira, which race was the best in bed? Ooh. Let me think about this one. The most attentive was not the black man. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. The most attentive was not the black man. The best of the best of the best. You would actually have to have. Now y'all got me thinking. Hold on a second. not really the best because most men are selfish in bed. So if you want me to judge on their performance as far as who was the most impressive, I guess. Uh, this one dude was trying to do yoga at the same. I think he was trying to do the Kama Sutra. It was the Indian dude who was trying to do some Kama Sutra stuff over here. Okay, how you doing? I'm gonna have to say the Kama Sutra Indian dude from India because uh, he was flexible and he knew he was doing all this kind of stuff, and I was like, what the? It was an experience, and I would never forget it. And there was incense going too. It lasts a long time. Okay, there you go. I think I was Indian in my former life too, y'all. Anyway, back to the discussion. We love Indians and Arab. Mm. Arab guy was smooth though. Woo. I wanted him, but I never got to experience the Arab guy because he was a strict Muslim. But we got close. We got super close. It's like nope. Very disciplined. Ah. But see, the Arab guy, he owned a bar, and so I was trying to like, and getting free drinks, of course. I never paid. I go there. That was my spot when I was in my 20s. Free drinks all night. And I would let other men buy me drinks so that he could get paid too. So whenever a man would offer to buy me a drink, even though I was drinking for free, I said, "Oh, okay." And I would order something expensive, and we like winking. We was in it together. Okay. Then so he owned the bar. He ran the bar, and his brother was the owner as well. Like he had the most money. The brother had the most money. Then his brother wanted to date me. I dated his brother too. I dated his brother. We never did anything either. We just went out on a few dates. That's it. But he was starting to get possessive. Why don't you call me? Come over. What? But he was cute too. But mm-mm. He said, and then he sent his other brother to work at their restaurant, so he wouldn't be around me when I came to the bar. I was like, "Where'd you send Don?" His name was Don. Oh, he's working at the restaurant now. I'm here now. What? Okay, I guess I date you then. Free drinks. But we never did anything. He just liked the conversation because he said I was deep, and he just liked taking me out. I don't know. It's like, okay, well, whatever. Free drinks. 20. I met James at 22. I had I, I 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. That's 6 years I had, y'all. 6 long years. Okay? Um, even had snuck some celebrities up in there. But I can't do that. I signed some disclosures. Um, I live in Texas. How you doing? Someone said cat facts. Um, if black women know what's good for them going forward, we need to be less loyal and do some real gold digging. Yep. Get your stuff together because every decision I made was beneficial to me. Okay, I'm gonna say most because I did make some mistakes, but most decisions I made with men were beneficial to me. Either you was giving me free drinks, taking me out, buying me stuff, taking me somewhere, paying for stuff. You was doing something. I wasn't losing, you know. And usually I would I would, the mistake that I made when I was young is that I would choose men based on looks, um, and looks and money, or status. You know, I wouldn't go for someone who I could really finesse and get the most out of. You know, I was going for who everybody wanted, and those guys could have anybody. So then I learned. I was like, let me go get somebody who is not really out here like this, and that all these women aren't chasing behind. Let me go figure that out. You know. So it was fun. I got some good memories. I don't ever have to go do nothing again if I don't want to, because I done already done it all. I don't. I'm not missing anything. Believe me, I didn't. I was, global. I went global. Ah, I, I have an old soul. Uh-huh. So, what if? I wished I could have experienced that. I wish I could have done something like that with a man looking like him. I wished I could have had a 7 footer, a man who's 7 foot tall. I wished I could have dated an Arab dude, or I wish I could have dated an Asian dude. I wonder what it's like. I know what it's like, so don't have to wonder. Don't ever wonder. Go test drive some cars before you make your selection. If you can't, just at least date them if you don't want to sleep with them. You don't have to sleep with all of them. Just go date them. You can get close. You can make out. Imagine the rest. I don't know. Um, I used to love El DeBarge when I was younger. You old. My sister used to love him too. Um, what to wear to a comedy show? Always look good wherever you go. Wear a dress. Wear a cute dress and some heels. Should I experience that? I'm 26. Girl, I was married at 26. You should have already been doing all of that. If not, you better start and get to moving. Um, Consultation. Yeah. Go. I won't be able to answer my Facebook messages for here. I'll just type. No, I don't want to do that. Go to my consultation. Okay, go to my channel page on YouTube and click the Facebook icon and message me there. Okay, I'm not gonna answer today. Probably tomorrow or the next day, but I'll get to you. Um. So, if what if you were busy caring for parents in your early 20s? How to catch up? You better start having two at once. I don't know. I just say go out there and do it. Just go out there and just, hey, I'm here. I'm available. So make sure y'all are experiencing life, having standards when it comes to these men after you've had fun with them. Now you need some standards, okay? And get on birth control first and foremost. Go get on birth control. Get on birth control. Get on birth control. Don't be out here sleeping with Dusties and having their babies, okay? Go get on birth control. It's free. If you go to the right place, go get on birth control, please. Don't have any man's baby who is not trying to marry you or hasn't married you. Okay? I don't care if he's cute and saying he want to have a baby with you. That is not a compliment. Okay? That's not a compliment. A compliment is, will you marry me, be my wife, and have my child? These women kill me. I want to, when they say, oh, he asked me to have his baby. Like, that's a compliment. Oh, he asked me to scrub his toilet. That's what it sounds like to me. So no, please go get a marriage license, okay? If 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 a man has the audacity to ask you to have his baby before he asks you to marry him, walk you down the aisle, then ask you to have his baby, he's a dusty and you a pick me. I said it. It's not a compliment. It is a disgrace. Stop doing that stuff, okay? Eeh. Mm-hmm. Please stop doing that, y'all. If y'all stop having dusty guys' babies, you could actually find a better man faster. Life with your man and your kids if you stop making these dumb mistakes and letting these dudes give you. That's not even a compliment. I would slap somebody asking me to have their baby. I'm like, do I look like Sharkeisha? No. And I have to say that because so many people still keep saying this crap. I don't want to see it no more. Don't say it. Don't put it in the groups. Don't put it on here. Don't ask me, should you have this man's baby? Unless he's a millionaire, multi-millionaire, I'm going to say no. Okay? Unless you can get the same outcome as Black China, my answer is no to that. Okay? It doesn't mean he's going to marry you later. It doesn't mean he loves you. Okay? If y'all fell for that, I'm sorry. Don't do it again. Go get on birth control. Everybody, this Friday, this Thursday, or whatever day, take yourself to get to the clinic and get you some birth control. Or tie your tubes or something. Um, if you're sexually active. Someone's asking me, are you a Black person? First live for me. Um, what race do you think I am? Let me ask that. See what I can pass for. I'm curious. Some people think I'm Indian. Some people think I'm Latina. Some people think I'm Creole. White people think I'm Black. But let me see what y'all think. Black or Creole, South American, multiracial, okay? Pocahontas, Native American, your cousin, okay? That's a race. Native American, Latin, Hispanics, Indian, okay. That's what I get. I've gotten Hawaiian a few times, but I guess that's kind of like native. Okay. Rican and African American. I thought Creole wasn't a race. LOL. I'm just saying what people say. What you eat? You Creole, Indian, Black or Latino? Uh huh. You look mixed with Native American and Black. Okay. Well, according to my parents, my mother is from Louisiana and she is African American. Yeah. You got it. Some of y'all guessed. Run. Was your father a dusty? Back then, my mom was a would marry before she. Well, back then, my mom was marrying because she was super Catholic. She would not have sex outside of marriage. So they got married. They had 2 kids, but she ran him off because um, she wanted more. So I guess he kind of was a dusty, maybe. But he was young. They were like in their 20s. So, and she already had 2 kids. So perhaps. But she married like 2 more times, 3 more times. So didn't have any more kids after us, thank goodness. She had her tubes tied, like I said, tie your tubes. Um, yeah, I visit my dad, I talk to my dad. He's my friend on Facebook. He lives in Florida though. He remarried. I have stepbrothers and sisters and stuff that are Puerto Rican. Um, but they're not his kids. They're his stepkids. So I don't have any other brothers and sisters besides the ones that I have already. So, mm-hmm. um, I gotta go in a few seconds, but I didn't see your question. And I know you stalking me, but I don't live for you. I don't live for you. What you want? Ask it again. The comments are coming up too fast. Shira, I'm stuck with my studies. I cannot get a boyfriend. What to do? Date your professor. How you doing? They get paid. Okay. Shira, what's the difference between a man fetishizing you and liking you? If he wants to hurry up and rush to sex, he's fetishizing you. If he wants to impress you, take you out, spoil you, take you shopping, take you on trips, buy you stuff, get serious, look in your eyes, hold your hand, he like you. Okay? If he's rushing to sex and he's short with you, that's fetish. Okay? It's like a lot of the girls who are on these dating websites who are looking for sugar daddies, and um, the sugar daddies are white and the girls are black. He will rush right into sexual talk with you. He will lowball you and give you a very low amount of money that he is willing to spend on you, because you're stereotyped, and you won't get what the next chick will get if he likes her. You're just hit it and quit it, get in and get out. You'll take anything because you can't get any better. You're just a fetish. But if you find someone that likes you, if you get to know them, if you play the part, if you're extra feminine, if you make them feel like the man that they used to be in their 20s, if you take care of yourself, if you make them look better, they're gonna like you. But if you're just ratchet, you know, um, got them what you call it? What do you call those? Donald Duck fetish. If you're dating someone and you're pulled together, classy, wearing nice clothes, and he can take you around and he introduces you to his friends and his coworkers and family, whatever, he likes you. Okay? If you don't meet nobody and if you just in and out and he ain't giving you much, you're a fetish. Let me do a response video. Do what you want to do. It's a free country. I can't stop you. I don't watch your channel. But if you're using my image or my video, I'm reporting you. You can use my name, but spell it right. Snitch. Mm-hmm. I don't snitch. If you stealing from me, if you stealing from me, I'm gonna report you. You can steal from other people. Don't steal from me. Okay, because he wanted a blacker woman to act more like a slave. Okay. If you look like Rihanna or Naomi Campbell, they will pay those bills without question. Yep. That's one of the laws of seduction. Find an icon to emulate yourself after, and men will rush to you. Oh my God, she looks just like Naomi Campbell. Oh, sorry, y'all got cut off, but I'm getting ready to leave anyway. But don't come in there looking like Sharkeisha. Don't come in there looking like you already look and you just think you put some mascara and lip gloss on, you good. No, you got to totally level up to get the attention that you're supposed to be getting. Oh. Oops. Sorry, y'all. So I know a lot of ladies have joined the Level Up group.